You ever catch yourself wondering why, no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get where you want to be? Yeah, it's frustrating. And here's the kicker. There's this thing called the law of attraction, basically saying our thoughts shape our reality. But what if I told you that some of our everyday habits are sneakily messing with our vibe, telling the universe we're not quite ready for the good stuff we're after? Now, I'm not talking magic or wishful thinking here. It's about getting our actions and our mindset to line up so we're not fighting ourselves every step of the way. Think about it. What if recognizing and flipping these habits could be the game changer? Let's tackle those hidden traps together, figure out how they're holding us back, and most importantly, how to boot them out of our lives for good. Ready to turn things around? Now let's chat about that little voice in your head. You know, the one that's quick to point out every mistake, doubt every decision, and basically expects things to go south before you even give it a shot. It's like having a personal critic living rent-free in your mind, constantly throwing shade and killing your vibe. This negative self-talk, it's more than just being a bit harsh on yourself. It's like you're programming your own reality show where you're set up to fail. And guess what? The law of attraction is tuning in, taking notes. But here's the flip side. Imagine turning that internal chatter from your biggest critic to your most supportive ally. Picture replacing every "I can't" with "I can," and "it's not possible" with "how can I make it possible?" It's about acknowledging those negative thoughts, sure, but then steering them towards something positive, something empowering. This isn't just about slapping a happy sticker on everything. It's about fundamentally shifting how you talk to yourself, because that dialogue shapes your reality. And when you start changing the script, you're not just hoping for a better outcome. You're actively drawing it towards you, ready to rewrite your story. All right, moving on to something that might seem small, but packs a huge punch in how we shape our lives. Gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in what we don't have, right? To look at our lives and focus on the gaps, the things missing, the if-onlys. But here's the thing. This mindset of lack, it's like sending out a signal that we're never quite satisfied, always in want. And the universe? Well, it responds in kind. The beauty of gratitude is in flipping that script, in taking a moment, every day, to acknowledge what we do have. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, it's about seeing the value in the present, in the now, and celebrating it. This shift, from lack to abundance, does something pretty amazing. It changes our frequency, tunes us into a more positive wavelength. And the law of attraction, it's all about that frequency. By fostering a sense of gratitude, we're essentially telling the universe, hey, I appreciate the good in my life. And that openness, that acknowledgement, it invites more of the same. It's not about ignoring what we wish to improve or achieve, but about grounding ourselves in the abundance of the now. So how about we start counting our blessings, literally? Because when we do, we're not just being thankful, we're magnetizing more reasons to be grateful right into our lives. Let's make gratitude our default setting and watch how it transforms our reality. Ready to give it a shot? Fear of failure. Next up, let's tackle a biggie. Fear of failure. It's a shadow that looms over many of us, whispering all sorts of doubts and what-ifs, paralyzing us from taking the steps toward what we really want. This fear isn't just uncomfortable. It's like broadcasting a constant signal of hesitation and doubt, which, guess what? The law of attraction picks up loud and clear. But imagine for a moment, what if failure wasn't the monster we've made it out to be? What if instead we saw each stumble as a step, a lesson learned, a path redirecting us closer to where we're meant to be? Turning the fear of failure on its head means embracing it, not as the end of the road, but as part of the journey, a companion that teaches rather than terrifies. It's about shifting from a mindset of avoiding failure at all costs to one where failure is a part of growth, a sign that we're pushing boundaries and exploring new territories. This doesn't just neutralize the fear, it transforms it into a tool, a motivator that propels us forward rather than holding us back. By doing so, we're not just overcoming a barrier, we're opening ourselves up to the universe, ready and willing to take on challenges, to learn, to grow. And that willingness, That bravery to face failure and keep moving is a powerful signal to the law of attraction that we're ready for growth, for success, for everything we've ever wanted. So how about we start seeing failure as a friend, an ally in our journey? Let's change the narrative and watch as the world opens up in ways we never imagined, ready to embrace the lessons and leap forward. Disconnection from intuition. Now let's dive into something deeply personal yet universally misunderstood: our intuition. That gut feeling, the inner voice that seems to know what's best, even when our logical mind hesitates. Many of us have been taught to value reason over intuition, to trust data over gut feelings, leading to a disconnection from this powerful internal guide. This disconnection can be a major roadblock, sending mixed signals to the universe. It's like having a built-in GPS that we ignore, only to find ourselves lost. Reconnecting with our intuition isn't just about getting back on track. It's about realigning with the universe, tuning into a frequency that's been trying to guide us all along. When we start listening, truly listening, to that inner voice, we make decisions that are more in sync with our deepest desires and the universe's path for us. This alignment makes manifesting through the law of attraction not just possible, but powerful. It's about trusting that inner knowing, even when it doesn't immediately make sense. By doing so, we open ourselves up to a flow of synchronicities and opportunities that were always there, just waiting for us to tune in. Imagine the clarity and confidence that come from knowing you're not just guessing your way through life, but are guided by a compass that knows you, knows your path, and knows your destination. Let's start making room for quiet, for reflection, for that gentle, often overlooked whisper of intuition. It's time to trust ourselves, to realign with our intuition, and in doing so, realign with the universe, ready to listen and be led. Moving forward, there's a critical yet often overlooked aspect that significantly impacts our vibration, and consequently, our ability to attract what we desire: self-care. In the hustle of daily life, self-care can sometimes feel like a luxury or an afterthought. Yet, it's fundamental to maintaining the energy and clarity needed to manifest our dreams. Neglecting self-care doesn't just wear us down physically, it dims our inner light and our ability to connect with the universe. It's akin to trying to run a marathon without training or rest, expecting to reach the finish line in record time. Embracing self-care is about more than just bubble baths and spa days. It's about honoring our needs on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. When we care for ourselves, we signal to the universe that we value our well-being and are ready to receive abundance. This act of self-love aligns our energy with the frequencies of abundance and joy, making us magnets for positive experiences and opportunities. It's about creating a solid foundation from which we can dream, aspire, and manifest. By prioritizing self-care, we ensure our tank is full, our light is bright, and we are in the best possible position to attract the life we desire. Let's commit to making self-care a non-negotiable part of our daily routine, understanding that by doing so, we're not just looking after ourselves, but also nurturing our ability to connect with and manifest our deepest desires. Ready to treat self-care as a sacred duty to your dreams. Resisting change. Embracing change can be daunting, yet it's an essential piece of the puzzle when it comes to aligning with the law of attraction. Resistance to change is like insisting on driving down a closed road, expecting somehow to reach our destination. The universe is dynamic, constantly in motion, and our desires and dreams are no different. They require us to adapt, grow, and sometimes let go of the old to make room for the new. This resistance not only hampers our personal growth, but also signals to the universe that we're not ready for the blessings we're asking for. Embracing change, therefore, is about trusting the journey, understanding that each shift, each turn, brings us closer to our highest potential. It's about seeing change not as a threat, but as an invitation to evolve. When we open our arms to change, we align ourselves with the fluid nature of the universe, making it easier for our desires to flow towards us. Let's commit to viewing change as a collaborator in our journey, not an adversary. By doing so, we keep our energy flexible, our hearts open, and our lives ready for the magic that's waiting to unfold, ready to ride the waves of change with grace and anticipation. Ever notice how being around a negative environment or pessimistic people can drain your energy? It's like every bit of positivity is sucked out, leaving you doubting your dreams and the power of your intentions. This negativity, whether it comes from the people we spend time with, the media we consume, or the environments we frequent, acts like a barrier to the law of attraction. It's challenging to maintain a high vibration and attract positivity when we're constantly bombarded with the opposite. The vibes we surround ourselves with matter immensely. They can either lift us up or pull us down. Making a conscious choice to surround ourselves with positivity isn't about ignoring the realities of life, but about protecting our space and energy, ensuring we have a fertile ground for growth and positivity. It's about being mindful of the conversations we engage in, the media we consume, and the company we keep, steering clear of negativity that can cloud our vision and dampen our spirits. By curating our environments to support our well-being and dreams, we not only enhance our own vibration, but also become beacons of light for others. Let's choose to surround ourselves with the positive, the uplifting, and the supportive, creating an ecosystem where our dreams can flourish and thrive. Ready to be intentional about your environment and the energy you allow into your life. In wrapping up, we've journeyed through the common habits that stealthily undermine our ability to harness the law of attraction. From the words we speak to ourselves, the gratitude we may forget to express, to the changes we resist and the silence we overlook. Each step of the way offers a chance to pivot, to choose a path aligned with our deepest desires and the universe's abundant potential. Remember, recognizing these habits is the first step. Actively choosing to change them is where the real magic begins. So let's take these insights, these tools, and use them to sculpt a life that resonates with our highest aspirations. And hey, if this journey resonated with you, why not share the vibe? Like, comment, share your stories or insights, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that inspires and transforms. Together, let's create a community that uplifts, supports, and manifests the extraordinary. Ready to make the shift and attract the life you've always dreamed of? Let's do this.